Welcome to Total Financial Makeover with Debo at Dejana. Move from lack or barely enough to abundance. Renting to letting. From struggling to thriving. Blick to living the dream. Totally in control. Your head above the waters. Taking safe and superb financial decisions always.
Wow, welcome. It's another day of Total Financial Makeover with Debo. And as it is almost becoming always, I think I'm correct, right? I have my co-host here, Rosemary. Wait for it. I want to call her surname. Okurobo.
Okay, you got it this time.
Hey! So that's also known as Rema, okay? Also known as also known as real estate matter. Real estate matter. Yeah. That's it. Rose, how are you?
Very fine.
How's it been? How's it been? All these up and down, looting and
We
rioting.
have to keep ourselves alive with the protests, the
Wow.
looting,
Wow.
and all of that. But
Wow.
we thank God.
Well, we thank God that calm is returning, but we only hope and pray that really all the things that are wrong or that still need some adjustment with our society, with our country, are resolved. We are all for good governance. We are all for good citizenship also. I mean, because some of the things that I saw, I wanted to say I witnessed. I didn't witness any. Oju oni ribi. I don't know if you're a Yoruba guy, you understand what I'm saying. Your eyes will not see evil. So some of the things that I saw online and all of that were just, and driving through those places now, they just don't make sense. But I understand. It's unfortunate that something that started very peacefully, that I think the main organizers still intended that is peaceful. I'm very much sure that those guys don't have hands in all of this. Was hijacked, more or less. But as a nation, we are committed to getting better. And better we must be. Okay? So this is Total Financial Makeover with Debo. And today's topic, I very much fancy today's topic. It's real estate, low budget, right? Yeah, you want to complete it for me?
Low budget real estate investment
Opportunity. Well, not even opportunities. We are going to be pinning down on an opportunity. So it's low budget real estate investment opportunity. What strikes me is that it is low budget. That means that, man, if you are there, you are out there, you want to get on the property investment ladder, you probably have challenges, you don't know how to, you think it costs a lot of money and all of that. This is that topic for you that can help you start to invest in real estate. Okay? So, Rose, we will be right back.
This is Total Financial Makeover with Debo at Dejana, your financial jailbreaker and escape crusader, the emperor of the Sack Your Landlord dynasty.
Welcome back. This is Debo here, your financial jailbreaker, escape crusader, and the emperor of the Sack Your Landlord dynasty. Okay. That is how she nods whenever I totally and absolutely introduce myself that way. Okay, that's how she nods. And I think the nodding is for consent, to say that yes, I agree. I agree. Otherwise,
no argument.
You argue now. Argue and let me riot for you. I will just have peaceful protests. So please join us on Twitter, Debo at Dejano, at Debo at Dejano. Follow us on Instagram and all, and also watch us on our YouTube channel. These are places where you can catch up with us today. To that interesting topic today, low budget real estate investment opportunity. You want to bail the cats? When we say it's low budget, what do we mean? As in, how low can it be?
It is low to the extent that it's for every class. Because people like to put the class, the first class, the middle class. So it's for every class. That's why it's termed low budget. So even if you feel you don't have the money or your earning is too low or something, that's why it's called low budget. You too can be a part of the investment.
Now, you see, So this investment, when we say low, and she's telling you that it's absolutely low, we mean it. How much is it to invest in real estate when you come under this program we are talking about today? How much do you need? What's the minimum you need?
The minimum is 25,000, and you can do your investment in multiples.
In multiples of that 25,000, 25,000 or multiples of it, and is a real estate investment. Guess what? It is not just a real estate investment that you just tie your principal down and then be waiting for some years. It's a rental income real estate investment. That is to say that really, with 25,000 naira, you are a landlord, or if you want to put it better, you are a co-landlord of a property that will be giving you rental income. Wow. So that is really the whole investment. So what that means is that, look, if you can afford 25,000 or multiples of it, 50,000, 100,000, 1 million, 5 million, 10 million, it means you can invest in real estate. You can start your investment in real estate. I'm particularly fancied by the fact that with 25,000, ordinarily when somebody has just 25,000, they sometimes think that, I can't invest in real estate. But with this, they can invest. So it's as low as that, 25,000. Can you run us through the structure of this? How can I mean, is it that there is a property that is 25,000 naira that you help me buy and you rent it out for me and be giving me? I mean, how is it?
No, it's not like that. It's more like you are co-investing. You are helping. Your money is being used to finance a particular place.
Okay.
And you are co-investing into it. And once the apartment is being rented out, or once anybody is occupying the apartment, you get your share of the rent. And that is based on the money you invest. So if you invest 25, if you invest 50, you invest 75, you're going to get your returns based on the money you invest.
The ratio of your investment. Oh, great. So what Rose is trying to tell you is that, look, this transaction is such that it's a rental income property, particularly what is on offer right now. There will be other ones on offer once each one finishes, is fully taken off. What is on offer right now, I understand, is about 16,300,000, and there are subscription already of over 5 million. Okay, so we have like about 10 million something to go in terms of people subscribing in units of 25,000. So what 16,300,000 was divided into fractional slots of 25,000 naira each. And then when each person brings what they are able to, 25,000 naira or multiples of it, it is put together, and that's what she means by you are co-investing. So you are co-investing and you co-own. You are a co-landlord of that flat apartment. The particular flat apartment. Yeah. So Rose, what's the size of this this particular apartment we are talking about?
Okay, the size of the particular apartment is a 1-bedroom apartment.
It's a 1-bedroom apartment. Where is the location?
Is along Atikan Beach.
Okay, in Atikan Beach. That is in Lekki, right?
In Lekki.
Abramadesanya area. Oh, great. So what that means, okay, is that you are a part owner of a 1-bedroom flat apartment in Lekki with 25,000 naira or multiples of it. That is fantastic. You know why? Rental income in that neighborhood is good as compared to other neighborhoods. That is a very good place, choice place to own a piece of property. Now, so instead of just putting my 25,000 naira to do some other low-level kind of investment, I can start playing in the league of property owners by joining this co-ownership to own that unit of flat. That's interesting. That's interesting. So what you need to do is to be looking out for this type of property investment. This is the kind of property investment you need to get yourself into. Like I always say, if you don't have all the money to buy a property to yourself, maybe buy land or buy a house, this is the other thing that you can do. Fractional investment. Team up with other people. So if you say team up with others, what is this arrangement? Who am I teaming up with? Is it that who are the people behind all of this, and what are their roles?
Yeah, the partnership is Beauty Point Limited.
Okay.
That's part of the partners that are investing or that are in the investment platform.
Okay.
Although we also have some partnership with some insurance company to make sure that there's no reason for you to feel that there's going to be unexpected risks, or even if there's going to be a risk, but it's going to be worth it
Yeah.
because
So,
it's partnership.
for example, the insurance company covers some risk. So these are the partnership really. This is the structure. Because when you are pulling people together like that, pulling a lot of people together like that, then you need to have a solid structure that would ensure that risks are mitigated and there is security of their funds. Those are two major things that is very important, so that their investment sum does not go
And the good thing
in the
about this
air.
investment is you're not just dropping your money and not knowing that it is. There's a certificate, a proof to show that you are part of this investment. There's a certificate for occupancy and there's a deed of assignment to show that this investment, you are part of this for so number of years.
Oh, great. So what she's saying is this. There are these partnerships. So Realty Point Limited, that is, are the developers. We are the ones providing this unit of housing. There will be various types, but the one on offer right now is a 1-bedroom, okay, in that neighborhood in Lekki. It is a massive estate, really, and there are a number of units that will be coming on as they are taken. Okay, so it's not just like this is just the only unit. No, in fact, I would say that we have like about over 100 flat apartments that will be on offer, one after the other. Currently, we have a 1-bedroom. Now, 1-bedroom is going for 16.3 all-in price, and people are buying fractional slots of 25,000 naira and multiples of it. Realty Point is the developer. We have the people that are off-taking on this project, and through whom every buyer comes is the cooperative. It's called Besama Cooperative. Besama Cooperative. That's the cooperative that is really offering this unit. So they are the ones actually buying it more or less from Realty Point and offering it to their members. So their members are buying through them. So it's the cooperative that is buying. So the cooperative has done due diligence with Realty Point to ensure that title is in place. Realty Point has the title and will deliver as at agreed time, and that there is no problem with the transaction. Now, Rose mentioned insurance. The insurance company is also a partner in this transaction. Why insurance? Because, for example, a property is built. See these riots now. A lot of properties were burnt.
Yeah.
A lot of properties were bought. Now, if those properties are not insured, it's going to be a major challenge for the people to be able to recover. Well, maybe they can sue the government or do one thing or the other for causing or whatever. I mean, for not properly taking care of the citizens or protecting whatever. I don't know how. But insurance is the other way out that they would have been able to properly get redress, and recover from their investment. So, in this case, is insured against fire, any other kind of destruction is insured. That property is insured. So we have an insurance partner that is on board of this transaction. Also, there are so many people that will come together to buy a piece of property. There has to be some organization around it. So we have a party that is playing the role of a custodian. That is playing the role almost like what you call a registrar. Okay, a registrar. So in that case, what they are doing is that they are holding the title. The title of this unit, for example, Realty Point will drop it with DCSL, that is the custodian. Okay, they will drop it. They will hold it in trust for the people. They will hold it in trust. We are going to speak to how that is very important when you do investment like this. How that is very, very important, so that it can assure you that your property is safe. That the developer, for example, is not just going to wake up one day, haven't bought property from him, the title is still with him because there are so many of you, there is nobody to issue the title to in one particular name. Okay, he will just go and use the same property to do whatever other things, maybe to borrow money or even sell it to another person. That can't happen there because the title will be deposited to another third party, who is the custodian, and who will maintain the list of the investors, okay, to be able to communicate with them from time to time. Then we have the valuer. Yeah. The valuer is Samson Agbato Consulting. That's another company that is a partner on this scheme. Now, what the valuer does is that every year They will value that property to know the worth of it, because how you are going to get returns as an investor is from the rent and from the capital appreciation on the property. By the way, before I continue to finish up on the partners, Rose, can you tell me what is the tenor of this? Because it has a tenor, and there is a very good reason why it has a tenor. I will tell you after. Rose, what is the tenor of this transaction?
The tenor is for 5 years.
It's for 5 years. Great. It's for 5 years. So what we are saying is that, look, have your 25,000 naira in, or multiples of it, 100,000, 500,000, whatever. Invest in this, and in 5 years' time, you will have your money back plus the appreciation. But every year, you'll be enjoying rents. You know, because it's property. The property will be rented out. You'll be enjoying rent from the property. And then in 5 years' time, the property will be sold. It will have appreciated. So you also enjoy the gain. So you get your principal back and your interest. And the estimation is that all the returns you will get on this investment in the 5 years will be like around 80%.
Yeah.
80% return on investment. That is huge, I must tell you. And that's an estimation. It can do better than that. It's because it's a very conservative estimation. Now, the other partners, as I was saying, so we have, because the property will be rented out, we have the estate manager, property manager. Realty Point also happens to be the one that will manage the property. Yes, to manage the property, to be able to get tenants, good tenants in, make sure that the property is maintained and is in good condition, so that the value of the property is maintained. And at the time of exit, when it will be sold, you can realize good money. So that's property manager. Then we have the property valuer, because every year, like we said, in 5 years it will be sold. But every year, the valuer will come into the property and value the property to know, okay, this is the estimated value of this property right now. So we can already be matching the kind of estimation to what we are getting in terms of value, so that 5 years' time, we know exactly what offer to make to the market to sell that property. So these are the partners. The partners again. Yeah, the Realty Point Limited is playing two roles.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure, because if you can get it, then I know that they are getting it.
Okay, people playing it. We have the insurance company.
Okay.
We have the valuer.
The insurance, by the way, insures the property. Okay, great.
Yeah, we have the valuer.
The valuer, insurance is Alliance Insurance. You have the valuer. Okay, the valuer values the property every year to know the value over the 5-year period. And the valuer we are going with is Samson Agbator Consulting, very renowned estate surveying and valuation firm. Yes?
And then we have Besema.
Besama Cooperative. They are the issuers of this investment. It is, if you are buying this investment, you buy what they call Besama Direct, meaning that you are a member of Besama. So it's like joining, just paying your 25,000 or multiples of it makes you a member of Besama, and you are buying what they call Besama Direct. There's various categories of membership in Besama. This is one of it. Okay, so Besama is the issuing party of this investment. Great.
Then we have Realty Point Limited,
Realty
as the developer
and
the
property manager. Oh, great. So Realty Point Limited is a developer that is going to provide that property, and also the one that is going to manage it. Get the good tenants in, get rent, remit it, make sure that the property is kept in good condition and stuff like that. Why is it important to have all of this? Why don't you? So I tell people, when you are investing in fractional things like this, or what they call crowdfunding, or things like that, be mindful of certain things. Is their decentralization? It's very important, of control particularly. One person should not just hold the ace and be able to do anything, do and undo regarding the transaction. They should not just be seen as accountable. You should be able to hold them accountable, and they should not just say that they are accountable. You should see them. The transaction should be structured as being accountable. It should be clear. So with this now, there are separation of powers. Okay, and risk is being mitigated adequately. Some of the risk that somebody will have, we'll discuss that when we come back. Some of the risks that are inherent in property investment naturally, and how we've mitigated that with this type of investment. Again, low budget with 25,000 naira and multiples of it. you can now be investing. You have no more excuse. When we come back, we also start giving you phone numbers that you can call to start getting on this investment right away. We've told you about the particular property, this particular one, where it's located and things like that. You can get more information. Yes, we'll be right back. So the product of the day still has to do with this offering. It's actually called BREFIP, Besama Real Estate Fractional Investment Platform. Besama Real Estate Fractional Investment Platform. The interesting thing now is that apart from people that are investing, we also have opportunities within that program for people that want to bring investors. So, for BREFIP, the opportunity exists for you to invest and also for you to be an agent. If you probably don't have money to invest, or you've invested and you still want to get a lot of people to invest because of the opportunity you see, you want to tell your friends, your circle of friends, and all of that, converting your sphere of influence for money. Properties can be sold, right? Property are supposed to be sold. People sell properties, agents sell properties. And it's the same thing. Even though it's a 25,000 naira or multiples of it kind of property, it is sellable. So you can tell somebody else and tell somebody else and tell somebody else and earn commission for that purpose. So that exists. Now, to break that down further, if you want to know more about that and all, I will need you, note the advert we played. I need you to be around on Friday. So what we are doing is, if you are interested to be an agent, all you have to do is call any of these two numbers. Also, if you are interested in buying, as we have mentioned, call any of these two numbers. You are ready to get on real estate, rental income real estate investment. Okay, you are ready to get on that ladder. You need to call these numbers. Call Ben on 080 9695 7658. For those listening from Abuja or anywhere in the country, okay, Ben on 080 9695 7658. And you can call Vivian on 080 858 23975. Let me repeat that again. 080 858 23975. Thank you very much. That is what you need to do. If you want to invest, or you have people around you that you know that will be able to invest, or both. You want to invest and you also have people around you. Why not? Call any of these numbers right now. We would introduce you for the agent. For the agent, I will take a time with you via Zoom. The details will be sent to you later after you've called, okay? And we will take you through all that you require to know and how, and the things that you need or require to be able to sell to people. And for people that are interested in buying, all you just have to do is go to the website, okay? Go to the website, briefip.besamacorp.com. briefip.besamacorp.com. You can see it on your screen. If you're listening on radio, that is it. Briefip is BREFIP, and Basama is BERSAMA. Corp, COOP.com. Okay? So briefip.besamacorp.com.
Okay, so our money quote of the day is: landlords grow rich in their sleep. Landlords grow rich in their sleep. And that should be from John Stuart Mill.
Exactly. I'm just practicing. So landlords grow rich in their sleep. Guess what? You have the opportunity to then enjoy what landlords enjoy. You know what they mean by that? Because ordinarily a landlord will be collecting rent.
Yeah.
And also his property is growing in value. Every waking day, the property of the landlord is growing in value without him doing anything beyond the ordinary. You know, that's the opportunity that you get when you start to invest in rental income properties. And with your 25,000 naira or multiples of it, you can start to do that. Rosemary, what will you be signing up with today?
This investment is more like total cruise. Imagine you're paying 25,000.
Total cruise.
Yes. You're paying 25,000. You're just
I like that
chilling.
slang.
You're just chilling. You're collecting rental income, and you wait for 5 years and cash out. That's more than anyone can expect. So if you really need a legit investment, it's not that bring one and collect two. No.
I mean, you can see the structure. You can see the people involved, the credibility and all. These are companies. Realty Point, for example, has been in business for over 15 years. I mean, DCSL, I mean, you need to go and research some of these companies we are talking about. Go to that website. You see the details of that investment. You can read through some of the other information. Call those numbers if you have any question or whatever. If you're interested as an agent, call the number also. I think we should still do this next week. Because I figured that we'll get a lot of calls. I definitely know that we'll get a lot of calls. So what we'll promise, should we promise them to do it next week? I mean, because there are some areas, for example, the area of the risk and how we mitigate and all, we've not shared that. So next week, we should be able to do a whole lot with that. So we are promising you next week. Rose said I should promise you that next week, we are going to do it. And I'm promising you. Since my guy is saying so.
My guy is saying so we are promising.
Okay then, thank you very much. It's been my pleasure. Rose, thank you for making it once again. Remember the money quote for today: landlords grow rich in their sleep. John Stuart Mill. Okay? So that's, I mean, you should join these landlords. Co-landlord. With 25,000 naira, you can now start investing in real estate so you don't have any excuse anymore. Thank you very much. It's been our pleasure running the show today, and we'll look forward to again being with you next week. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching via TV, YouTube, everywhere. Stay tuned. If you've not subscribed to our channel, what are you waiting for? Debo Adejano TV. That's it on YouTube. Go right ahead and subscribe. We drop a lot of very juicy and interesting transactions and information when it comes to real estate. I remain yours sincerely, Debo Adejano, your financial jailbreaker, escape crusader, and the emperor of the Sack Your Landlord dynasty. See you next week. Bye.
Welcome to Total Financial Makeover with Debo Adejano. Move from lack or barely enough to abundance. Renting to letting. From struggling to thriving. Blick to living the dream. Totally in control. Your head above the waters. Taking safe and superb financial decisions always.